All right, we're going to do a film session of the HVAA game. We're going to run like a normal film session. Obviously, I can't ask questions, but we got a little drawing feature in here. We'll try it out, see how it goes. All right, first clip. How did we start the second half? I think we started very well. It was almost a perfect start. 7 passes throughout the back, all the way up. We got into the other team's half. We won our 1v1. Then we lost it. However, count how long it takes us to get it back. About 5 seconds to get it back. We win it back. We lose it again. How long now? 1 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi. Win it back in 2. All of a sudden, we have a great chance. So I think it's a great start to the second half. Good way to start the good momentum we had from the first. Once again, we lose it. Get it right back in 3 seconds. All of a sudden, our possession again. Good set pass. I think this is a few good options. I think Evie was stuck between her mind. I think Peyton could be a good option. If you check back into this pocket, I think Elena's a good option if you can play her feet. It's a tough position. Reese is another good option if we can get in between this gap and find it in between this gap. So a few good options. I think you're looking for Reese. I think that's the best option because she can turn. Then all of a sudden we have a 2v1. If you look up here, we have, if Reese gets the ball here, all of a sudden we have Jules, we have Hensley, and then we can overload this side 3v2. This is a good run forward. Elena picks up at the 50, gets all the way to about the 18, gets a good shot. But there's 2 things I want to add that I like. The first one is Peyton holds. She sees that Elena now takes her position, and she holds for her position. So that's a good read. We're keeping our triangle in the midfield up here. Peyton, I think this is Elena. And then Reese, we're keeping that triangle, so that's good. And then the next one, Jules crashes. Especially against a weak keeper, like their keeper, in my opinion. It's good to crash. You'll get a lot of chances. We'll get some goals off it. Similar thing, Elena picks it up, takes it to the 18. Peyton holds again, keeping our triangle. Another good shot, another good crash. It's the same. I feel like we just watched the same clip twice, but 2 very good things back to back. We do a good job getting out. We were under a lot of pressure, but we do end up getting out. All right, in this situation, I'm fine with this turn if we think that's a good decision because it happens. We do get up and we can break fast. I think our option is play the way you face. Evie drops off. Evie receives his pass. Then up here, if this is Evie, she receives her pass. Maddie's in the drop. It can open up Maddie. It can open up Charlotte. Also, Reese. This opens up Reese. If Evie finds this pocket, we can go straight through. But look at this. If you cut the field in half, oh, it's not going to let me draw on there. If we cut the field in half, they have 10, 11 players on this side of the field. I think we have to try and find Hensley on the far side. It can be Evie all the way. It can be Evie to Maddie to Hensley. It can be Evie to Reese to Hensley, whichever way you do. Because as soon as she goes forward, she gets her 1v1, middle of the goal. So I think this is a perfect time to switch. They have 11 all on one side. But it all starts with playing the way we face and then be able to go the other way out of it. So we talked about their shape. How's our shape? Are we doing a good job condensing the field because we're defending? Or would you do something else? Give you some time to think. I'll show this screen too. I think we're doing a good job condensing the field. Can we spread out a little bit more? Possibly. I think Maddie can drop off a little bit, but this is still a good place to pick it up at. So I think we're doing a good job condensing. I think the reason that we're so condensed is because they're so condensed. All right, we kind of just touched on this, but Evie receives the ball here. What could be a way that we break the pressure? Keeping in mind that they're super condensed, they're all on one side. I think the ball, instead of putting it back down our pressure side, that wasn't the best line. Instead of putting it back down the pressure side, I think Reese is our out here. If we can find this, Reese is in a good pocket. If you look at the triangle, she's almost dead center of this triangle, finds a lot of space. As soon as she gets it, Hensley will make her run, out, they'll go Reese, out. All of a sudden, you get your 1v1. Jules will be a 2v2. So I think this is a great time we can try and switch it, try and alleviate all the pressure that we're going under down our left side. All right, we get a goal kick. We get to take a look at our build out. So Charlotte picks her side. She decides to go to our right. I think it's a good decision. I think in this, they are saying a little bit more down the right now. It's pretty even, so I think either way would have been good. I think this is good direction because during the game, the left side wasn't pressing as high as their right side, so I think this is a good decision. I think Maddie can get a little bit wider. That's me nitpicking, but I think this is a great find from Evie. This is a great pocket from Elena. We get good out, good combination out. I want to go back first before we get there. So we touched on this on practice a little bit. I called it riding the wave. So the wave's going to crash. Since the ball's here, the ball's a magnet. We'll pretend like Evie still has the ball. The ball's the magnet. So the press is all going towards the ball. That's the way it's moving. Now, if you're at the beach and you stand in front of a wave, I'm not even going to try and draw it. If you're standing in front of the wave, this is the wave. This is where it's going to crash. So, as our midfield, you want to go behind the wave, under the wave, behind it because they're all crashing towards the ball because it's the magnet. So this is a good find because it's going against the wave. We're picking up behind where the wave's crashing, and we have all the space. So it's a good read from the passer. It's a good positioning from the center mid. It's a good way to get out. And it's a good combination, 1-2. Good job continuing the run. And then look at this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4v3 going forward if you count a lane of 5. I think great runs from everybody. Jules is on side, Elaine is on side, Reese is on side, Hensley's on side. I think it's a good idea for the ball to go wide instead of down the middle. A little bit better execution, but I think it's great build out. It's a great way to get forward fast. Good job coming off the line, Charlotte. We get our build out again. Good positioning. Maddie gets almost all the way to the touchline. Hensley's already on the touchline. Reese is finding her pocket. Let's go back to that. So in this situation, I'm okay with the 1v1. If that's the decision that we're going to take, I'm happy with it. I think Reese can be a good option. Reese, Hensley. We're doing a lot throughout the entire game. Just 1-2. Then we break this line of press. All of a sudden, 4 people from their team are out of the game. However, if Hensley wants to be a better option, what should she do? She can go inside, she can go up, or she can drop down. I think the best option is for her to drop down. It'll make an easier option. And then even if you find here, even if you're deep, you're still the option. So I think if you check down the line a little bit more, you're even better option for Maddie. But we take the 1v1, we get out of it. And then going back a little bit. Not that far. After you beat this player, Reese isn't much of an option anymore because now she's behind the ball. I think you're looking for Jules. I think it's the right look in this situation. However, your ball goes this way, and the gap we want to play in between is this one. So try and do a straight ball, and this would be a diagonal run. Start the run a little bit earlier, anticipate it. Maybe if you start the run and yell for it, maybe Maddie sees this, and we go straight. And then all of a sudden, if you make that pass, now 8 players are now out of the game for them. So this would be a great line-breaking pass. Good combination to get out. We do good getting out, and once again, we have a lot of runs flying forward, which I really like. This is a good way to get a lot of goals. I think this is a really good ball from Elena. I think, Reese, you see this run, but I don't think you anticipate the ball making it. I think you want to be hungry for goal. Trust in your run. If you see that space, go for it. Make the sprint, because if you pick it up here, you're straight to goal. You have a 1v1. However, we lose it. But what do we do good? Get it right back, lose it again, get it right back, both under 6 seconds. We get to keep the ball, set it, and we get to restart our possession. And almost 30 seconds later, from the previous clip, we find the inside to outside. All right, this, I think we do a good job. We find the set, and this is almost like the wave again. We're forced to go backwards, but the ball's a magnet, so it pulls their team in. The ball's the magnet. It pulls their team in, forces them to step to Hensley, forces them to come here, forces to come here. Where's the space now? All the space is behind them. So either as soon as Hensley drops it down the line, you opened up the space, now take your own space. Or Jules, similar to before, this diagonal run across, pick it up in this area. We see it, but our timing's off a little bit. So it's a good ball into space. All right, so we do a good job winning it back. Once again, similar to before, I'm happy with the 1v1. There's the Puskas. We're happy with the 1v1. Can we go backwards and play the way we face? Yes. But if we want to do that, how do we make it more appealing to go that way? I think our first thought is we win the ball. Our center back should drop off. Our CDM should start going in the middle. Our other center back should start opening up. Fullback opens up. I think if we spread out this back line, look at their, once again, split in half. They have 10 people on one side of the field. We have, 7 people on one side of the field. So I think if we spread out, we can find this. This would be a good thing to find. Even if we find Evie finds Peyton finds Elena, all of a sudden 1v1. So I'm happy with this. It's a good ball. Jules gets in behind. But if we want to keep the ball a little bit longer, that could be another thing. But we have to focus on, as soon as we win the ball, first thought should be spread out. I like the short corner. Caught him off guard. Got a good ball in. Good work rate back to win it. I want to add on top of this. Look at our transition versus their transition. They're trying to break out. We're defending. We have 6 people back, 7 people, 7v2. They have 8 back, sorry. 8 back, 2 going forward. I can't really imagine even if they get out of this area, we still have +3 in the back. So good transition. All right, we do a good job winning it, going forward. Happy with the 1v1. This is the same run from earlier. This is the gap we're trying to play in between. Instead of hitting our ball this way, diagonal run, straight ball. I think if we start finding these more consistently, we'll get a ton of opportunities. However, if Jules is up here by herself, we need people crashing, people getting up, or she holds up and we have patience in the final third and keep it up there. But same thing, diagonal run, straight ball. Little miscommunication in the back, but we win it back. We break out. We have good press up top, forces mistake, good picking it up. All of a sudden, now we're counterattacking, great in behind, and this is a perfect touch. Puts you right in path of the goal. The only thing I would say is keep going. Don't slow down here. You sprint all the way. Don't slow down this position. Keep going to goal. If you want to be selfish, I'm happy with it. Take your shot, or even if you draw all the way, find Jules. She has an open net, but either way, go straight to goal. Don't slow it down. But we keep it. We get a good cross in. Another good chance. Once again, great transition. And this is a similar situation from earlier. Which direction should we play? We can go backwards. We can go forwards. Or down the line, we can go into here. Let's see what happens first. We win a foul. So it ends up working in our favor. It's good. But I think in this situation, we're looking to play out and go down the line. She's pressing hard. I think we play back. We can find Evie if we want to find it. I think Charlotte's the option because she's facing forward. If we give it to Evie, she's facing backwards. I think we go to Charlotte. Maddie gets wide. Evie spreads. You take the position back. And then we go back into our normal structure. We get the 4 in the back again, and I think we can build out from here. However, we win the foul, so we get out. Not upset with it. I think we just go into attack. It was a little bit harder. We win it, but nothing too bad right there. I like the confidence building out of the back. I think we need first touch sets you up well. I think Leah drop down a little bit. I think it's Leah. Drop down a little bit, be a better option. Pick it up here. Because then face forward. Instead of having this much distance of space, now you have this much distance of space. Almost double. So if you only get 1 second of space, now you get 2 seconds of space. You do check down a little bit. We want the pass on the ground, but I think it's a good build out. It's the right idea. We're looking for it. All right, let's talk about our backline shape for this. We're just going to look at the diagram first. This is our left back, I think. This is our center back. This is our other center back. This is our CDM, and this is our right back. Should we be more spread out? Should we condense more, or are we good where we are? We'll look here too. We get both pictures. Right back, center back, left back. I think in this situation, we spread out a little bit. I think Leah's fine here, Emma's fine here. I think Evie, this is your mark. And I think it allows Maddie to drop in here into this pocket. So then, just in case something like this happens, she's already in this pocket. Maybe she doesn't miss it because she gets a better read on it. And it doesn't force Hensley to step in. If Maddie picks it up here and Hensley doesn't have to drop, she can stay in this pocket. Hensley can stay in this pocket. Maddie stays here. She picks it up here. All of a sudden, we can launch a counterattack. So I'm happy with us covering. I'm happy with us condensing. But if we spread out a little bit more, we don't need Hensley to drop all the way back and cover. All right, we have to see another piece of build out. We decide to go to the right. Do we think that's the correct decision? I think it's a good decision. I think their right side attacker is pushed up higher, so Evie has more time. So I think this is the proper way. Maddie's in a good spot. Reese is getting into a good spot. And I watched this. I was a little bit torn on it. I think it's a good look. I think it's a good idea. However, we've been really stressing the winger staying on the touchline. So I think for our winger, it's a hard read. However, if it's something that we like to see, it's something that we start seeing more. If Hensley drops into this area, if she drops into this space, we can start finding this pass if they're pressing high. I think if this player is pressed higher, this opens up this space. It's an easier pass. Sorry, I was looking at my notes. But so I think Hensley can drop into this pocket because if Evie were to play Maddie, you would have enough time to get out back wide. However, we've really been stressing getting on the touchline, so I don't think it's wrong from either of you. I think it's a good idea. I think in the future, something that we'll definitely be seeing, something we'll definitely be finding. Still a good ball. We almost get there. It's a good run. And we end up keeping it. All right, so I'll just go back. I think this is a good clearance. We're under heavy pressure. So we get it up high. Gives Jules time to react. And look at this transition. Very good transition. We have wingers up, other center mids up, center mids coming up. They're pretty much pinned in here. We're transitioning faster than them. Good fight, good pressure. Force it back. All those win backs are under 6 seconds, so good pressure. Good numbers forward. I think this is a great idea as a setback. I think this is Elena's range. I think if we find her feet, she's able to touch forward. She gets those shots. And then great finish. Oh, I missed some. I wrote this down. So this is start of the kickoff. Off the jump, they go long. But even before the kick, who has a better shape? We're sitting in our 4-3-3. Right now, Jules is deep because we're not pressing yet. But as she goes up, who has a better shape? I think we have the better shape personally. Maybe I'm a little biased, but they're super condensed down the middle. That if we win the ball, we can go this way, exploit this space, and we do end up finding this. But off the jump, I think we're better organized. I think we got into position very well. And then, just like we show in the graphic, the spaces out here that we exploited. It's a good step. And this, I think this is the right idea. We're looking to possess. It's just instead of playing this way, can we find it in front of her? That way she can turn, start going forward. Look at the graphic again. Hensley gets wide. All of a sudden, ton of space going forward. So it's the right idea. A little bobbling, but we end up getting out. I just want to show earlier we were looking at the diagram and our whole defense was pushed to one side. Now look at our shape. I think this is a much better shape. We're more spread out. We don't have to condense. Our wingers don't have to get all the way back because we're not too condensed. Only thing, can we step up? Evie, I think. Yeah, Evie. I think she might be offsides if we push up to the 18. But if we feel safer like this, it's fine. I'd rather us be safe than sorry. But in the future, if she was hanging back a little bit, I think this would be a cue for us to step forward. It's a great out. We get to drive forward. Jules, just watch your offside. I think if we hold our run, start earlier, J run, then curve. This is the ball that we're looking for. That's supposed to be down the line. Ball down the line, J run, get it. But good transition forward. It's a good ball in behind. Good pressure, forcing them back. Good pickup, good idea. But I think one of the biggest things that I want to focus on for next season is patience in the other team's third. So right now, what can be a good option to keep the ball? I think it's a decent look. I think if we go back, find this swing, all of a sudden it opens up this pocket. This is where all the space is. They're super condensed to one side again. Once again, they have 9 or 10 people on one side of the field. Can we try and find this pass and then try and find this? Good ball. I like the crashing. We have 3 people crashing. It's a good opportunity. Good step, good win. Good run. Once again, we see Peyton holds. Good rotation to the midfield. Good run. Good cross. I think I like this run from Jules. We're getting in. Hensley can we get there a little bit faster. You're still looking at the back post. It's a good run. I like Reese top of the box. I think these are 3 good runs. Little bit of better timing. I think we end up getting a goal out of it. They dump it long. Good fight. We're gonna go back though. We mentioned this before. Which way do we think we should play? We can go this way, down the line, in the middle. I think in this situation, play the way you face. Similar as before. Find Charlotte. She's facing forward. Then Evie can spread. Maddie can spread. All of a sudden, we have our switch. We get to go straight back into our build out. Keep our possession. But if we want to turn, I'm fine with it. It's a good fight. We end up getting a throw-in out of it. All right, if we look at our back line again, do you think we're too condensed? Should we spread out? Should we condense further? Should we stay the same? This is our left back taking the throw-in. This is our CDM. Or sorry, is that our center back? This is our center back, CDM, center back, right back. I think, first of all, it's our ball, so we should want to spread out. So I think, let's look at it on this one. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we had a throw in. Did we? Yeah. I think Sammy, you stay dropped off as the center back. This allows our center back to spray a little bit further, and then it allows Maddie to get wide. Now, as soon as we lose it, if we're spread out like that, Evie should be dropped or stepping up to this player, and Maddie should be staying wide. In this situation, since Maddie's here, if this girl runs in and Hensley misses it, all of a sudden she's open backstick. So I think right now we're a little bit too condensed. We want to Evie can step up as soon as we lose the ball. Maddie can get wide. Then we can try and build out. So here I think if Evie's already here, this girl's marked, or she's a little closer, it closes it faster. Maddie can be in this pocket. All right, we see our build out again. Good setup from the center backs, good setup from the full backs. So I think you're looking for Leah. Yeah, I think good idea. As soon as Leah finds it, the option will be Elena. All of a sudden, when we find it, it knocks out 1, 2, 3, 4. Beat 4 players with 1 pass. So I like the idea. Just the execution's got to be a little bit sharper. Good clearance out. Good positioning from our winger. I think right now we have enough numbers back to where she doesn't have to drop all the way. So I'm happy with this. Is almost a risk versus reward. We're risking the defensive to get the reward of counterattack. So we get a good clearance in a good spot. All of a sudden, same thing. Can we get the diagonal run to the straight ball? Or if she continues to drive, if she takes this space, can we spin this way and come out this way? Good work rate from Jules, good press. It's a good finish. On top of that, 2 people crashing, very happy with that. But great finish. We watched the other one twice. We can watch this one twice. All right, set up again. Again, how are we spaced out? I think off the start we're spaced out very well. We get this U shape in the back, or horseshoe shape. 3 in the midfield again. And then this will be our press. So 3 in the midfield. Striker, wingers are good width. I like the patience. We find the width. Good out. So in this situation, Maddie's on the ball. I think there's a couple options. First one, if there's nothing in front of us, if this is pinned in very well, we can always step on it, go backwards, find Evie. Then we can reset everything, force them to step. We can find a swing. This girl will come up. We'll open up the midfield. So that can be the first thing. The second thing is, if Maddie's driving this way, our winger's doing an okay job getting wide. We want it all the way on the touchline, but it's pretty close. This few yards of space will make this pass much easier. Instead of hitting it here, you have this much more room for error if they slide across. So first thing, get a little bit wider, small details. The second thing is, as Maddie drives, this girl's going to shift this way. So you do get a little bit wider, you make it a little bit easier. But to make it even easier, check down the line a yard or two. Then Maddie can find this pass, and you can touch into the space. Preferably right foot, back foot. But for our winger's job is to stay wide, which is good. And the second one is to be even with our defender. If we turn this into our 2v1, even with the defender, you get it. You can even go a little bit higher, but even with the defender, back foot out. We get it right back though. Good press. Once again, get it back in under 6 seconds. We get it wide again. And look, all the talk knives did, I didn't have to do it. Great job getting to the line. All heels on the touch line. You check back as she drives forward. You're watching your winger. You check back. You make this an easy pass. And this takes out 4 people. On top of that, great scanning. You read the pressure and take it. I think this is a great build out, good combination. We find the striker. Do a good job following into the space. This is where the space is. I like this. Up, back, through. Let's look at it. I think if the set pass is a little bit more in front, we find this pass. But you have space in front of you. You take it, which is good. And it's a good ball. I think this is a great play. Once again, great idea. I think the time's a little bit off. You take your space forward. Can you hit this pass in this touch or in this touch? Can it be one touch less? It's still a great pass, a good idea. But if you lead it, if you take one touch less, you might be able to lead Jules a little bit easier. It's a good press. We force a long ball. Charlotte's able to come out and clean it up. And then great work. We get into our position. We get into our build out. Our left back gets wide. Center backs get wide. Right back, we're getting wide. I like this idea, Charlotte, from the throw. Can't be a little bit more direct, but we get out of it. So good idea, good throw. And this situation, let's watch it play out. All right, so I'm gonna start from here. I think this is a great pass inside. Reese, can we make this run and get it going forward? However, I'm happy with keeping the ball. We keep the ball, we're able to spread back out. I think in this situation, we're looking for Jules. It's a good idea. It's a hard ball, but can we try and build out through Maddie? Or do we want to recycle and go the other way? But it's a good idea. We relieve some pressure, win it right back. Oh, missed it. I was looking at my notes. Great combination, great run, great ball, and we do end up getting out. All right, this girl gets through. It's a good ball. I think in this situation, Evie marks here. Maddie, keep your mark here. Just stay tight. This isn't a shooting angle, so this girl isn't the immediate threat right now. We can close this. But I think Evie, if you stay high, not all the way on her, but just 50-50. Because if this striker continues to drive, then you'll have to close it out. But in this situation, we don't have to close it out yet. Because she can't finish from here. Maybe, but I'd be very surprised. But just goal side here, goal side here. We get a little bit lucky. It's a good chance for them. Another look at our build out. Alright, a little scary, but we do get out of it. I think from the start, they're starting to press high. So if you think the idea is to go long, 100% go with it. But if we go short, a little bit of a stronger pass, so we don't have to absorb too much pressure. I wrote down better touch, but it's a very hard situation. The reason I put this I I put this clip in was because these mistakes are going to happen. When we're looking to build out, it's a risky thing to do. These kind of mistakes are going to happen. We have to be okay with it. We have to be okay with this kind of pressure, playing in this. Even if they score off it, next time we get a goal kick, continue to trust in the build out. Continue to find it. And I'm happy. We made a mistake the previous one. We tried again. It's fine. They have a good high press. We break through it. Good clearance. We're absorbing a lot of pressure. Good press. We're trying to get it back in under 6 seconds. In good hands. So Charlotte decides to punt. I think in this situation, I think it's a great time to punt. We just had two build outs that they sent heavy pressure. We're absorbing a lot of pressure right now. I think this is a good time. Go long. They're all pressed up. Look how many people are high. They have 7 people up high already. I think this is a great time to punt. I think it's a good find. And I said earlier, do continue to trust in the build out, and that's true. I still want us to trust in it, but there are times to go long. We can't go short every single time. I think this is a good example of when to go long versus when to go short. All right, so in this situation, we lose the ball. I want us to keep track. How long does it take us to win it back from when they touch the ball? So 1 Mississippi. We get it back in about 5 or 6 seconds. This is a great press. We're all pressed up. We're fighting for the ball. As soon as it goes somewhere else, the next person's going. This is a great example of getting the ball back in under 6 seconds. And we get rewarded for it. We get it up high, we force a mistake, we get a thrown. Alright, in this situation, I'm fine with us taking this 1v1 if that's what we want to do. I think the easier option is play the way you face. We can drop it to Maddie or Evie. And once again, like earlier, the ball is the magnet. The pressure's coming in this way. If we drop it here, they're going to continue. Opens up this space. Drop and go. And then if this comes here, if the ball goes to Maddie and the player goes this way, we find Evie. Evie can seam this pass. Reese can open up. We can find Elena. It opens up a lot of things, but this space is the open space. So if we play and go, if we drop off, spin and find this space, I think you get into this pocket easier than trying to take the 1v1. Good block. Another good block. And I like to fight for the ball. We get it. We're absorbing a lot of pressure. We let it go. And it's just strong defense. Once again, get it back in under 6 seconds. It's a great fight. We probably fought for the ball for the last 45 seconds. This is a good combination, up back throw. Do a good job anticipating the mistake. We get in behind. And I touched on this earlier. Something I want to see next year or next season is patience in the final third. I think this is a good example. Reese makes a good run, but it's a hard ball. 2v1 against Jules. So I think this is a great time to go backwards. Let's keep it. Now from here, I like the idea of a cross. I think we're looking for a cross. It's a good idea. But can we keep it here? Can we recycle through Elena? Can we open up the field again? Can we try and keep the ball here? Allow our defense to step up? Can our defense get all the way up to here? And then can we use our build out up here? I think keeping the ball in their half is the next step of being a possession-based team. We're doing very good in our own half. Now let's keep the patience up here, continue to break them down because they are set up decently. Both these players are marked. They're red, so they have a 3v2, a 5v3 in here, a 2v2 in here. So they transition back well. So can we try and keep the patience? But I like the cross. If it gets off, I think we get 2 in the box. It's a good opportunity. It's a good 1v1. Good look for a cross. Good read and good press. Our marks getting back. I think in this situation, let's go a little further. I think Maddie, you're a little bit too central here. Start to fall off here. This shouldn't be our fullback. This should be one of either our CDM or one of our center mids. It's kind of tough because you are following her the whole way. But if this is how we're doing it, we need our winger to drop and get goal side. We can't let this player be free. And in this situation, now that we have time to settle, I think we should try and recognize, hey, the fullback's equal with the center back. Can we figure something out where we can get this covered? Can our fullback go back to the outside? Or I'm guessing you guys are communicating it to our winger. If we're happy with this, make our winger drop. This player has to be covered though goal side. Good combination. We get a good break. I think in this situation, you have all this space in front of you. If you have space, that means you have time. Drive into this space. Even if we connect this pass, Leo's off sides. So drive into this space. Allow Elaine to get up. Allow Peyton to get up with you. And then we can attack in numbers. If Peyton gets up, 3v3. If Elena beats this player all the way back, which it looks like she will, 4v3. So take your space forward. Have the confidence to dribble forward. And my next clip is in about a minute. Good take down the line. All right, that's a great cross. I think we're unlucky to get away from it, but look at Reese's run. I think this is a great run. Good way to create space. Pull one way, spin out the other way, get into a good pocket, almost get to it. Great run, great cross. Good job crashing the back post. Unlucky not to come away with the goal. I touched on a little bit earlier, but I think good transition back. They start with 3v3, 3v4, and it turns into end up getting 5 back. So good transition. On top of that, good positioning. We get a good save out of it. And then last clip. Charlotte gets a redo. Good decision to go short. They aren't pressed high. And then this is a good decision. Just keep it on the ground. We can build out. But good decision. Good decisions throughout the game. From pretty much everybody, I would say. I think this is one of our stronger performances. Maybe our strongest. But that's most of the game. Yep, there it is. I think it was a great game.